What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you see by the title below, I actually kind of want to start off telling you a personal story that's going on with me right now. Ask your opinion and then try to do a little self-reflection, because of course the best way to better yourself, to become a better person, to get at a higher, more qualifying level is to self-reflect. Okay, so as you see by the title below, we're all the good men and women. Okay, so a little bit about what's my story right now. I'm semi talking to this girl. Okay, when I say semi, I mean that we're talking, but it's nothing serious. The most we did was probably intense making out. You know, that kind of stuff. Say that, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to think that is, that's what it is. Hanging out a lot, right? Like, I'm personally trying to take it real slow as a coach. I'm not trying to get into that right now. I'm not looking for anything serious right now. But I do like the girl. I do like her a lot. And I feel like right now her and I have a really, really good energy, a really good chemistry, right? Like, every single thing I say, she's laughing at. She's really easy to talk to, really easy to get along with. I love when she laughs. I'm telling you, it's like it's music to my ears. Seriously, I love when she laughs. I love when she I poke fun at her and she pokes right back, and she doesn't get offended or like pissed about it. Like, she's just real fun to be around. She has a really good energy. She has this really strong feminine energy, while I have this masculine energy. At least when I'm around her, I feel like, and that's one of that's one of my biggest things when I'm talking to someone, or I'm dating someone, or I'm someone's boyfriend. I wanted to have the real, personally for me, that's just how I am. I like the masculine energy with the feminine energy. It just flows better. If my dance analogy, if you heard it from my other videos, that perfectly explains it. Now, that being said, the more you start hanging out with someone, you obviously, they reveal the mask, right? They reveal who they really are, because you can be anyone you want to be. The day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, 6, 7, all, whatever, day 90. You can be whoever. Now, we haven't talked that long, but you can be whoever you want to be that long, right? But then the more you start to see somebody, the more you get a more accurate sense of who they are. And while she's a cool chick and she's, fun to be around, fun to talk to, she's just really negative. And it gets me, because she's really fun, really awesome to be around, but it hits you, right? Like, it's just like little times here and there, and it's like, okay. She's just real negative. And she deals with depression and anxiety and stuff like that, and I can understand why she's going through it, because of the things that's going on in her life. But I don't know how to say this, like, because I know you just can't turn depression off. I know, I've been through it before. I know you can't just say, you know what, I'm going to stop being depressed, and click, it's gone. I know you can't do that, okay? Like, I know you can't do that. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of people, I guess it's her awareness of the situations I'm trying to get at. Like, people down here play victim, okay? I'm sorry to say it like that, but that's just what I believe. A lot of people down here play victim. Victim stats, victim mindset, poor me, poor this, poor that. I can't do this unless this happens, or let me do this and then I'll do that, or let me get this person, then I'll do that, or I can't do it because I don't have this. All these fucking excuses, all these victim this victim mindset, these victim BS things we tell ourselves, right? And I feel that to be a person worth dating, to be, and I'm telling you, this is how guys feel. This isn't just me talking. This is how guys feel. To be a person worth dating, you have to have a sense of responsibility of every single thing you are put into, okay? Like right now, I'm taking responsibility for being in this situation. I don't blame her for her situation. I know what she's gone through. She's told me. I do not blame her. I do not see her any less. I do not see, I'm very fond of her. I do not see her any differently. Okay, I blame myself for this, being in this situation and things like that, which is actually kind of what I wanted to get on. Now this is where you guys come in, and again, I know I shouldn't be, I'm not blaming her for anything. I know you just can't turn these things off. Okay, so it's not so much that, it's just the awareness, right? Like when I was in that situation, I was able to come out of it through self-reflection. Like I do a lot of self-reflection, a lot of meditation, a lot of self-improvement, self-help, actualize.org. If you ever follow Leo, he has a really good channel on this kind of things. Like I follow these kind of things and I better myself. I'm trying to be so aware of what's going on and worry about myself. I'm very selfish when it comes to improving myself. I put myself before a lot of things, because if I don't, how can I help others, right? But that's where you guys kind of come in here. Now, I know why I'm in this situation, and I think it has to do with you guys too, like why you keep on attracting the same type of men or the same type of people that you don't want in your life. And I'm not saying, and again, I'm not even talking about her anymore. I'm not saying I don't want her in my life. She's an awesome chick, right? Awesome, great. But we're not so much what we were anymore because of it, which that's a whole different story. But I feel like a lot of people are in the situations they're in because they have a low barrier of entry. When you want to be in a relationship, you tend to be more lenient to who you're bringing into your life, right? Because you just want the relationship. It's not so much I want a guy that has A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? You know, all these qualities. You're more bound. Well, he has A and B. I don't like that he does Z, but I could deal with. You know, that's how people start to think. And that's how I think I was with her. You know, because I'm so busy all the time and I'm so wrapped up into things and I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I'm always talking about these kind of things. You know, I just worked with a girl yesterday who had a problem with this guy that she liked, and he's leaving and this, and I mean, like, I know all these situations that everyone's going through. You know, I get so wrapped up in it. I'm like, where's my shit? Like, what's going on, right? And I don't know where it's at. I gotta identify it through something. So I gotta have something. I feel like some days. And I'm aware of this, right? So it's not, so I just don't jump into relationships. Like, I know that. But the feeling of want and need and desire and being attractive or being attracted, just like, being the one who puts a smile on someone's face is a great, awesome feeling. And, and I wanted that. And I felt like, I go to those things with, like I said, not the highest standards. Like, as I said before, when you someone, now I have good now I'm not even bullshitting myself. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I have good self-esteem. Some people think I'm big-headed, but whatever. So I feel good about myself, but I feel like a lot of people who don't have a lower barrier of entry, and that's why they keep on attracting these kind of guys. They go to certain places where these guys stand, bars, clubs, dating sites, Tinder, the guys who aren't on the same page as them, mentally, emotionally, physically, or just the same thing. They want the same things that they do. They just want their relationship. And so people will lower their standards without knowing it, just to say, I'm in a relationship, because we equivalate a relationship with success. Like, if you're single, you're doing something wrong. If you're in a relationship, you're great. You're doing something good. Even though 60% of relationships or, marriages ended up divorce, and I remember what the percentage of people who cheat, it was higher than I thought it was. It was just, just all these unbelievable things. And I just want to get your opinion on it. Like, what, now I know what it is. Again, I study this shit forever. But what do you guys think is the reason you fall into the relationships you do? Again, I think I know it's, again, they actually done studies on this, but people lower their standards when they try, like it's just how the brain works. It's not even not with relationships, it's just anything in general. Everyone tries to take the easy way to get something. And the brain knows that. That's how the brain works. The brain burns, what was it, like 40 or 60% of the calories in your body, just your brain, right? Not even your movement. Your brain burns more calories than anything. This thing is in overdrive 24/7. It's always burning something, right? So, I mean, it's always working. It's always on. That's why you have habits, autopilot, because your brain cannot function doing all of those things and memorizing and storing and this and that and multitasking and driving, all these things, especially with the things that's hitting it with the emotions and day-to-day bullshit or anxiety, stress, all these things, right? That's just how the brain works. It tries to find the easiest way to do things. And I think over time, you're going to realize that, if you're not getting what you want, you're going to start lowering your standards to get it, which I say, don't. And you might not even know you're doing it because you're like, well, this is a great guy. He's a cute guy. He's a nice guy. He's great. He has A, B, C. But he smokes. He doesn't want kids. But I'll change him. I can deal with that. Like, I used to smoke and I quit smoking, right? You'll say something like that. But and then you end up in some situations that you don't want to be in. So I just want to know your opinion on that. If you guys want me to, I'll keep you updated with this girl. It's not the same as it was. That just being honest, and I'm telling you guys these things because I want to build a relationship with you. I want to make this an honest channel. I want you to know that people like me, probably Matthew Hussey, which actually, yeah, he said stuff like this, or especially Amy Young, if you watch her channel, like we all go through it too. Even though we're very well developed in the subject and we do a lot of self-reflection and a lot of studying and a lot of talking on these subjects, we all go through it too. We're humans. We're not perfect, especially if you watch Amy Young's videos. She's fucking hilarious. She'll tell you stories on how she got this guy and she put out soon, and then he left, or that she her heart breaks, or her personal struggles, or like she's really raw, she's really honest. I think that's why she's really popular. But at the same time, she's emotionally stable, she's very aware, and she knows what she's talking about. That's why I personally watch her videos and I like her a bunch. She's a smart woman who can give a lot of good advice because she's been through it just like I have been through it. We've done a lot of self-reflection, a lot of research. This is what we do for a living, and we regurgitate and throw it back at you guys. So with that being said, I love you. If you leave a comment below on this or on your opinion on why we attract what we do, I love you forever. Peace.